Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second of our doubleheader for Friday. Tonight's game is an SEC West matchup between the Ole Miss Rebels and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Let's take a look at the rosters first things first. For Ole Miss, of course, a little recap. Seth Smith is the starting quarterback. Vashawn Pearson and Josh Roberts are your running backs for this game. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. So many, it's Tate Biddle that will be playing running back alongside Vashawn Peterson, Rick Rosano as fullback, Mike Espy, Bill Flowers, Tate Biddle, Mitch Cruz, and Kerry Johnson are your receiving core. Tight ends, Jimmy Brooks, Lawrence Lilly, Eric Rice. Offensive line, led by Trey Stallings and Marcus Johnson. Corey Robinson and Jamie Mitchell are your defensive ends. Kinley Boykin, Michael Bozeman are your D tackles. Outside linebackers, Ken Bourne and Rob Robertson. Middle linebackers, Adam Taylor and Ernest Davis. Corners, outside corners, Travis Johnson, Brian Thomas. Nickel and dime backs are Tavares Horn, Brian Brown. Free safeties, Eric Oliver. Strong safeties, Calvin Robinson. With Jonathan Nichols as the kicker and Cody Ridgway as the punter. And of course, gotta take a look at the 13th ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. Quarterback is Matt Jones, not Mac Jones. Cedric Hobbs is injured, so it's Dearius Howard and Dedrick Poole tonight. Taking care of the run game. Mark Pierce at fullback. If you don't remember, Cedric Hobbs was actually injured against Florida last week. George Wilson, Stephen Harris, Carlos Uzli, Corey Birmingham, and David Thompson are your receiving core. Jared Hicks and Jason Peters, the duo at tight end. Sean Andrews leads the offensive line. Oh, 1 second, just making sure you guys get every single one of these. D ends, Chib Hugaba, Keith Turner. D tackles, Ellie Harris and Ari Dixon. Clark Moore, Desmond Sims at outside linebackers. Caleb Miller, and Shane Collins at middle linebackers. Outside corners are Ma Carroll and Kerry Yates. And nickelback and dimeback are Dane Ashley and Quincy Barnes. Shamar Gallen as the free safety. J.P. Hughes as the strong safety. With David Carlton as the kicker and Alex Crockett as the punter. Those are your rosters for tonight's SEC West matchup. Ole Miss currently dead last. Well, they just haven't played yet. And Arkansas trying to keep pace with the Auburn Tigers out in the SEC West. Auburn being the only team to beat Arkansas this season so far. Could Ole Miss play spoiler? We don't know. These two are kind of rivals, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go all red for Arkansas. And for Ole Miss, do they have anything? No. So, anyway, without further delay, let's get straight to it. Yes, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 in conference play, or 3 and 4 total, 1 and 2 in conference play for Ole Miss, 6 and 1, 2 and 1 in SEC play for the Razorbacks. Seth Smith and Matt Jones having over 1,000 passing yards, and their kicker's doing a very nice job. So here we go, rainy day in Fayetteville, Arkansas. from D.W. Reynolds Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels at 3-4 against the 13th ranked Arkansas Razorbacks at 6-1. This should be a fun one. I know it's a rainy day, so expect a low-scoring affair between these two teams. But here come the Arkansas Razorbacks out of the tunnel. First on the field. So here we go. Howdy folks, as always, I am Tebet Price, commentating solo for every single game. There is Arkansas. If they win this game, they actually take first place in the SEC West. So, excuse that. Auburn lost to LSU this week. Because of that, Arkansas, with a win tonight, will actually overtake first place in the SEC West. Ole Miss at 1-2, just trying to at least stay alive in this very chaotic and unexpected turnout of the SEC West Division. Of course, Arkansas's Matt Jones having a nice season. Tied for the most passing touchdowns in the SEC with 16. He has top 5 at passing yards and has the second best QBR in the SEC as well. So here we go. Ole Miss wins the toss and elects to receive, and Arkansas will defend the south end zone. So here we go. No really changes need to be made. We're just going to go straight into it. And it is... Oops. Don't want to get too carried away. So kicking is David Carlton, and it's Espy and Flowers that will be the returners for this game. And here we go. This SEC West matchup is underway. Here we go. Ole Miss getting the kickoff to start the first half. Here's Flowers on the return, runs to the left side, and he goes down to 21. No kickoff return fumble this time. Remember last game, that happened to Oregon, but they still won. So here we go. Seth Smith, redshirt junior quarterback, leads this Ole Miss team. He's got 1,100 yards on 69 of 128, 8 touchdowns to 5 picks. So he's not doing horrible, but not doing great right now this season. Last week, Ole Miss played Alabama in one of the most controversial endings probably in the Sims history. Uh-oh, Seth Smith trying to run the option, and he goes down for no gain. There was no chance he had of making that play successful. It was quickly erased by Desmond Sims, the redshirt sophomore linebacker. For the Ole Miss's impact players, Mike Espy and Bill Flowers are your impact receivers. And for Arkansas's defense, it's Caleb Miller in the linebacker core and Jabbar Gallen in the secondary. Ole Miss in the eye for 2nd and 9. Rosano goes in motion. Pearson's still in the backfield. And they give it to him. And he's not going to go much of anywhere. Nice play defensively by Arkansas again. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Arkansas's run defense looking sharp throughout the first 2 plays. And it was Caleb Miller this time getting all hyped up. Don't celebrate too often, Mr. Miller. Because you still got a 3rd down to defend. So it's 3rd and 7 now. Ole Miss, one of the worst 3rd down converting teams in the nation. I formation again for 3rd and 7. Already a minute gone by in the first quarter. And Smith will drop back to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's caught, but it is short. Caleb Miller with the tackle. That pass was caught. Looks like, I think, Jimmy Brooks. Yes, Jimmy Brooks, the tight end, actually got the pass. But he came up short, so 3 and out to start the game for Ole Miss. And Jody Ridgway, the 5th-year senior, will punt this away. And back to return is Amon Carroll for the injured Cedric Cobbs. Yes, Cedric Cobbs is injured. He was injured against Florida, like I said, last week. That's why Amon Carroll's returning punts tonight. And here he goes, down the left sideline. He'll be brought down to the 35. So here comes the 6'5" senior quarterback for Arkansas, Matt Jones, returning to a wide receiver in the NFL. 71 of 140, 1,200 yards, 16 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Pretty solid game or season for Matt Jones so far. Top 5 in passing yards. He's tied for the most passing touchdowns with Mississippi State's quarterback. I think it's Cade York. No, not Kate York. It's Kyle York. Here's Darius Howard on the run. Gets a decent run after a spin move. Looks like he got 4 on this carry. It would be Cedric Cobbs and Darius Howard as the duo at running back. That is going to be the impact players. But I think it's going to be Darius Howard and Mark Pierce because of the injury. Ole Miss's defense is led by McKinley Boykin on the D-line and Eric Oliver in the secondary. You're second and 5 after a 5-yard run for Darius Howard. High snap. Here goes Matt Jones looking left for the middle. It's caught. George Wilson, first down, Arkansas. And this game's going too fast. I can't even speak. But a nice throw by Matt Jones. Making it look easy there to George Wilson for a deep shot. And it's first down, Arkansas, the 37. Already 2.5 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Little option play here. Jones runs from behind. It's Pierce running the man over, getting a nice game, but it's going to be taken back by a hold. And this one is going to be on Jared Bratton, the true freshman center. Ouch. Houston Nutt's not going to be pleased about that. Yes, the Arkansas center must have graduated last year after last season, so that's why they have a freshman center coming in. Of course, Arkansas's only loss was to Auburn back in week 8, so a couple weeks ago. Ole Miss 3-4, clean losses to Wisconsin and Alabama. Here's Darius Howard on the run on 1st and 20. He's going to get to the 40-yard line, so he got some of those yards back before being brought down by Ole Miss. It looks like that was Kelvin Robinson who brought him down. So second down and 13 after the 7-yard run. It's at the Ole Miss 40. So Darius Howard got some of the yards back. Now Arkansas in the I formation for this one. 3 minutes already gone by in the first quarter. Wow, this game's going quick. Pierce in motion. Play clock at 5. Here goes Jones. Drop it back. Has time. Looking over the middle. That pass is complete. That is Jared Hicks, the 6'6" junior tight end, making the catch and making it a more manageable third down. A very nice throw by Matt Jones goes for 11, so it will be 3rd and 2 for Arkansas. For the 29-yard line, Arkansas currently top 10 in third down conversions this season. Here we go, a little jumbo set here for Arkansas. Here goes Darius Howard, tries to run right. He had a hole in the middle, doesn't use it. And it's going to cost him. Big mistake by Darius Howard to Jamie Mitchell, the 6'6" junior defensive end, able to make sure he doesn't get it. Arkansas comes up short, and Matt Jones is still on the field, so they're going to go for this. It's a 4th and 1, so this is either get it or turn the ball back over to Ole Miss. Jumbo set for Arkansas. They got Templeton and Hicks on the right side. It's a toss to Darius Howard, and he's got a first down. Thankfully, he does. Toss plays always scare me. For some reason, Kelvin Robinson was there for the tackle, but not quite fast enough to prevent the first. That looks like it went for 2, maybe 3 yards, so it's at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10, Arkansas. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Wow, this quarter is actually going by really fast because these two teams both have some good running backs. Fashawn Pearson for Ole Miss and what was Cedric Cobbs for Arkansas. But look at Darius Howard getting stuck on a defender, and he goes down at the line of scrimmage. That was Ken Bournes, the 5th-year senior outside linebacker, making the play. So it's a no gain, 2nd and 10 for Arkansas. Good stuff by Ole Miss on first down. Now brings up 2nd down, 10. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Of course, Darius Howard is no Cedric Cobbs. I mean, come on. 4th most rushing yards of the SEC. Oh, and that was Dedrick Poole, and he almost had the outside, but he was taken down by Robinson. That was Corey Robinson, the fifth-year senior defensive end. Back at the play for Ole Miss, and it's going to be another third down for Arkansas. I think he got 2. No, it's a 3-yard gain, so 3rd and 7 with a minute and a half left in the quarter. No score yet, but don't blame the pace of the game because it's going by fast. Here's Jones, lots of time, fires in the middle, but his receiver drops it. It was George Wilson. Oh, no. Matt Jones had a lot of time in that pocket, and he threw it to George Wilson, but he couldn't hang on. And just like that, Arkansas will have to kick a field goal. Tavarius Jackson coming onto the field to be the holder. Rest in peace. Sean Andrews, of course, is the snapper. And it's David Carlton. That will be the senior kicker to make it a 3-0 ball game. Right around the middle of the field. And this kick is good from 40 yards out, and Arkansas first on the scoreboard with a 3-0 lead. They took 4 minutes on that drive, 10 plays, but they do come away with points. It's 3-0 Arkansas with a minute and 19 to go in the first quarter. So good start for Arkansas on their opening drive after forcing a 3-and-out on Ole Miss and proceeding to put up some points on their opening drive. So now Carlton picks it off once again to Ole Miss. Let's see what Ole Miss can do on their second drive in response to the field goal. Minute 20 left in the first quarter. It's really going to be on the run game. Eli Manning's gone, but they're using Seth Smith like he is one. See if it'll pay off for him. Flowers looking on the return, and he is brought down to the 17-yard line. That time it was Vico Vaughn, the junior backup free safety. So now Ole Miss takes over on 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Very big drive here for Ole Miss. So they could get a touchdown. This could get really interesting, but they really need to get some good plays from Deshaun Pearson and also their duo of wideout. That's how they're going to be able to beat this Arkansas team. So 1st and 10, play clock at 4. Option play. Smith is going to pitch it to Pearson. Goes to the left side, tries to spin, but there was too much traffic out there. Jabbar Gallen was there, so too was, it looks like Clark Moore, and also Caleb Mill. No, it was Clark Moore. No, wait a minute. Is that 36? Oh, no, it was Clark Moore. Yeah, no, you were right. 46, Clark Moore. Okay, you're just checking. All right, 2-yard gain for Sean Pearson. 2nd and 8. Less than a minute to go in the quarter. Ace backfield for Ole Miss. They'll throw this time. Smith. Lots of time. Left side throw. It's caught. Mike Espy makes the catch. It looks like a 6-yard gain. This will be 3rd short. There you go. 3 weapons you want to watch out for. Pearson, number 24, Espy, number 11, and Flowers, number 84. Those 3 players are going to be very crucial for Ole Miss if they want to beat Arkansas. You were right about the 6-yard gain. 3rd down and 2 for Ole Miss. In the eye now. Brooks is the tight end. There goes the fullback, Rosano, and he's got the 1st down for Ole Miss. That one to the 31-yard line. And Ole Miss converts a 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 32, excuse me. Good job there using the option. Able to hand it off to the fullback. They didn't focus on Seth Smith or Deshaun Pearson. They did not focus on the quarterback or on the fullback. That's how he's able to get an easy run for 1st. End of the first quarter, Arkansas leads over Ole Miss 3-0 at home. There's a lot of football to be played, so let's see if Ole Miss can take their 1st lead of the game. 32.5-yard line's where the ball is at, and it's 1st and 10, Ole Miss. See what they got here on 1st and 10 after a nice conversion by Rosano. Seth Smith in trouble. He's going to be sacked. Oh, my goodness. Elliott Harris, the 6'4", 267-pound senior, got Seth Smith in trouble and brought him down for a loss. 1st sack of the ball game for either team, and it's down to the 25-yard line. Great job by Elliott here. He's penetrating through the middle. Interior just had no chance. And he, just like that, their quarterback was down on the ground. 2nd and 17, Seth Smith looking left side. Oh, he almost had SB, but Jamar Gallen was there on the deflection. It looked like he was open, but at the last second, Jamar Gallen stepped right in front. Forced an incompletion. Now it's a tough 3rd and long for the Rebels. That sack definitely sending Ole Miss backwards. And an incompletion later, it is 3rd and long. Empty look for Ole Miss. Trips on the bottom of the screen. Now make it 4 on the bottom of the screen as Tate Biddle goes in motion. Here's Smith. Lots of time. Fires over the middle. That is knocked down, and there's a flag. It's against Ole Miss, but Arkansas will decline the penalty to make it 4th down. Penalty was on Trey Stallings. Richard Jr. off at the tackle. And David Cutcliffe is not happy. He is definitely not happy about that one. Of course, Ole Miss, that's just missed opportunity on 3rd and long to get a big gain and add the holding penalty to it. And Arkansas gets a free gift. Decline the penalty, get the 4th down, and get the ball right back. Cody Ridgway to punt for the 2nd time in this half. And it's Lamont Carroll back to return. Here is the return at the 29-yard line. Here goes Lamont Carroll on the return down at the 41-yard line. That is where Arkansas will start the next drive. So Arkansas with a 3-0 lead, able to force 2 punts at Ole Miss. See if Arkansas can extend their lead any bit. Their 2nd drive of the game. Took 4 minutes on their first drive, 10 plays, came away with a field goal. Let's see if they can do maybe better than that. Shotgun play with Pierce and Howard on each side of the backfield. Now Howard goes in motion. It's an option. Jones looking right side, pitches it to Howard. He has the sideline. He has the 1st down at the 45. 6 carries for 29 yards on the first half for Darius Howard. Redshirt junior running back, 6 foot, 230 pounds. And he picks up a big 1st down for Arkansas on their first play of the drive. Yep, 42-yard line going to the 46. So that goes as a 14-yard run for a 1st down. Just a beautifully executed option by the Razorbacks. I formation now for Arkansas on their next 1st down. Howard is shut down behind the line at the 45-yard line. How about Eric Oliver with the DFL? Good TFL there by Ole Miss, able to shut down the run. I mean, they should know that Arkansas is a run-first team. I'm not sure why Ole Miss is really trying to defend the pass more often than not. Because Arkansas is a run-first team, and you need to do anything you possibly can to stop the run game before you can really do anything else. That's how Auburn was able to stop Arkansas and beat them. 2nd and 11, I formation. Option play. Jones looks right, pitches it back to Howard, and he is taken down after a few yards. Looks like he's down to the 41, but a flag for a face mask is called, and that is going to help Arkansas. It's going to be 3rd and 1 at the 36. It was Robinson who grabbed the face mask. So Kelvin Robinson grabbed the face mask. So that's going to put it at 3rd and 2 actually at the 36. It's still 3rd and short for Arkansas. Still 3rd and short. That could be a big difference between getting the 1st down and getting a big stop. I mean, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 2, could be a very big mistake by Ole Miss's defense. Definitely could be. 3rd and 2 for Arkansas. Little power I formation. Here goes Howard. He is shut down, so the penalty doesn't matter because Arkansas unable to get the 1st down. And check that. Ernest Davis gets a big stop on 3rd down. And Arkansas is back on the field. They're going to go for it. Able to claw the middle. That's exactly where Arkansas wanted to run. And Darius Howard could not get the 1st because of the junior linebacker Ernest Davis right there to make the stop. 4th and 1. Can they do it again? Or can Arkansas convert again and keep this clock going on their ball on their side? Or at least in their possession. Hand off to Howard. And it looks like he got it. Yep, he stretched across. He's going to have that first down. Yep. Looks like he's at the 34, and he will pick up the first down. McKinley Boykin was there for the tackle, but not quite enough to stop him short of the first down. Arkansas keeps this drive going. Big fourth down run there for Darius Howard. Gets a second chance, and he makes the most of it. Moving the chains in Arkansas and keeping this drive going. 34-yard line. It's a QB draw now for Matt Jones, and he's got a decent gain to the 28. Goes for a gain of 6. First time running the QB draw this time in the game. And he was brought down by Corey Robinson. Goes for 2nd and 4. Yeah, you want to really confuse the defense as best you can if you're Arkansas. Go with different kinds of run formations to at least get some confusion on the Ole Miss defense. That is exactly what they're doing, and they're doing a good job. Darius Howard now playing the option. Fake option pitch, and he's in the red zone. Darius Howard picking up another first down to the 18. And it looks like Alan Taylor's shaking up on the play, injuring his elbow. So Ernest Davis will have to take over as the middle linebacker 1. And as Sergio Morant will be there as the middle linebacker 2. So first down Arkansas at the 18-yard line. 3.5 minutes left to go in the half. This is exactly what Ole Miss did not want to get themselves into. No, you do not want to play Arkansas and give them the lead when they are a run-first team, because they will bleed the clock if you give them enough time. Toss play. Howard dropped for a loss. Nice play defensively by Jamie Mitchell. The 6'6" junior defensive end makes the stop for a couple of yards of a loss. So it will be third down for Arkansas at the 21. So loss of 3 goes for 3rd and 7. Or excuse me, that's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13, that was first down. First down, so 2nd and 13. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. On formation, 2nd and 13, 2:40 to go. Here's a handoff to Howard, and he runs a little bit to the left. He's got those yards back. It's at the 18-yard line, so it'll just be a 3-yard gain. Third down coming up after a tackle by Corey Robinson. Ole Miss now realizing they need to defend the run more than anything. Eventually, Arkansas is going to be passing, so they better be careful. 1 of 3 for Ole Miss on third downs. Arkansas 0 for 3. Dedrick Poole's now in the backfield. And he goes in motion. 3rd and 10. Can Arkansas convert again? Jones, lofter left side. That is caught. Touchdown, Hogs. It's George Wilson. Wow, what a throw by Matt Jones. He is a very underrated passer. That is his 17th touchdown pass of the season. He now has taken over the lead, courtesy of Kyle York, for touchdown passes in the SEC. What a great throw to George Wilson. Able to make the catch right in front of the defensive back. Just like that, Arkansas extends the lead. David Carlton to kick the extra point out of the hold of the late Tavares Jackson. That kick is good. 10-0 Razorbacks in the second quarter. Those Razorbacks pick up quite a bit of time off the clock. That's exactly what they're known for, and it pays off big time. And now Ole Miss only has just over 2 minutes to think of something in the first half before we reach halftime. This is a big game for Ole Miss. They need to get some points on the board, because if you aren't able to score against Arkansas, you're not going to win this game, because they will run this clock and they will run down your throats throughout the entire game. That's exactly why Ole Miss needed those two touchdowns on Arkansas to at least have a shot in this game. They have been unable to score this entire game, first half really. SB on the return. He's going to get taken down to the 22-yard line by, it looks like Holmes is right there to make the tackle. So first down, Ole Miss. So here we go. Seth Smith now on the field again. 23-yard line, 2:05 to go in the half. Ole Miss down 10-0. Can he have any sort of answer in this game? Got to use those three weapons, at least to your advantage, whether through the pass or run. Pierce in motion. Empty look. It's Seth Smith on the run. He's not going to get too much of anywhere. Maybe gets a yard at the 24. And Ole Miss calls their first time out. The tackle was made by Keith Turner, redshirt senior. Yeah, they tried a little bit of trickery of their own with the QB run. Arkansas was on top of it, though. Fortunately, Ole Miss diving into the back of the tricks didn't pay off that play. So 2 minutes left in the first half. 1 yard run for Seth Smith. And Ole Miss with 2 timeouts left. 2nd and 9. I formation for the Rebels. They'll throw out of it. Smith with some time. Left side throw. Not down. Abad Carroll with a nice deflection out of the coverage of who's the target, Mike Espy. Just great defense by Mon Carroll all the way through the route. Pretty much ran the route for Espy. And he just knocks the ball away with one hand. Forces a 3rd and 9. 24-yard line, 1:57 left. Ole Miss is just looking for any sort of rhythm, any sort of life on offense. Here's 3rd and 9. Smith looking right side. It is right to the Razorbacks. They couldn't quite come away with the interception, but it will still be 4th down. And my goodness, this first half nightmare continues for the Rebels. Just not a great throw. They definitely were way over their heads in this ball game. This could be a long night for Ole Miss. So now Cody Ridgway will punt for the 3rd time in this half. The Black Hero, as always, waiting on it. Here's Carroll on the return. Runs it back inside, and he is brought down to the 46-yard line. So good field position for Arkansas. Now they got another chance to extend the lead. They scored a touchdown on their last drive, so they've scored on every possession so far, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. See if they could go 3 for 3. 46-yard line for Arkansas. It's really good starting field position. Really good starting field position. And with a 10-0 lead, they got to feel really comfortable right now. They can't get too overconfident because you can't underestimate anybody. Matt Jones off his back foot. Passes in. A tough catch to make off the hit. Carlos Ousley with a nice catch in traffic before he got delivered the boomstick. But he does hang on. 9-yard catch. Goes for 2nd and 1. It's already in Ole Miss territory. Sheesh. First time out called by Arkansas, but yeah. That was a back foot throw by Matt Jones. Usually not a smart decision, but that time, able to find his receiver. He took a shot at it, but still able to hold on to the football. His little QB run, QB power run for Jones. Look at him down the right sideline. First down, Hogs to the 32. 13 yards on that carry. That was a little nice QB power run. And he got a lot of yards out of it. That's a big gain for a big player. What a run. 32-yard line. And looking like they're going to score again. It definitely looks like they could. Power eye again for the Hogs. Here goes Pierce on the run. He'll get about 3 to the 29-yard line. For it being brought down, it looks like by Bozeman. So here comes 2nd and 7 now for Arkansas. Little slow down there on the run game, but this is where the passing game could come to play. They're good. They have a good running and passing quarterback, so that's definitely an advantage for Arkansas. Here's Jones looking to throw. Left side throw. It is caught. Ousley down the sideline. He gets shoved out of bounds at the 20. But it is another Arkansas first down. They got 8 first downs in the ball game. Carlos Ousley with his 2nd catch of the game. He gets another first down for the Razorbacks. Just a really nice little simple throwing catch for Carlos Usley down the sideline. Not a big deal. Just a simple and very nice pass. Shotgun play. Here's Jones, left side throw. That is caught. George Wilson with some tight coverage for Travis Johnson. Goes for a 7-yard play, 2nd and 3 after a timeout by Arkansas, their 2nd of the game. They're starting to get hot. They're starting to get hot in that passing game. That's where Ole Miss is probably in trouble. Because now Ole Miss is worried about the pass, and the run game could really get ugly in favor of Arkansas. But yeah, loss of 1, and Darius Howard is shaken up. You just had to jinx it, didn't you? Sorry. You just had to jinx it, didn't you? Ernest Davis with the TFL, now 3rd and 4. They've already lost Cedric Cobbs in the game, and now Darius Howard's hurt. Great. So less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Here goes Matt Jones on 3rd and 4. In trouble, but fires underneath, completes it to George Wilson. 21 seconds left. It's first to goal to 5. His 4th catch of the game. Goes for 1st down, and you better get that there. Yeah, you better. Here we go. 1st and goal. Arkansas throwing underneath at an open Carlos Usley, and just missed him. Rare mistime throw by Matt Jones. He just fired it right out in front of Carlos Usley. That was a touchdown that they had. He had Ole Miss all confused, and they had a chance to strike, and they just couldn't do it on that play. Mark Pierce in the backfield alongside Dedrick Poole. Power I formation once again. They get the 3rd-string tight end out there as well. They give it to him. He's going to run the left side, and he's going to be just short. Here to go, no huddle, but I think they're going to call timeout with 4 seconds left, and they will. Yes, they will. Down to the 2-yard line. The carry was by the 3rd-string tight end, Mason Templeton. So 4 seconds left, and Arkansas will kick a field goal. It'll be their 2nd attempt of the game. 2nd attempt of the half. Tarleton's already made one for 41, but this one a lot easier from 19 yards. Have we seen a 19-yard miss? Yeah, maybe some, but not very often. Once every 7, 8 games. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Arkansas now up 13-0 after the 19-yard attempt by David Carlton goes through. Arkansas now with a 13-0 lead. This is just pure domination by Arkansas. They just have no answers right now for the Razorbacks, and it is about to get wild at Fayetteville. Absolutely right. So here we go, man. David Carlton will kick it off again, but Arkansas will receive the 2nd half kickoff, so it's more trouble for Ole Miss. So this will be the final return of the game, or final return of the 1st half. Here goes Bill Flowers, and he'll be brought down to the 21. That will take us to halftime. Arkansas with a 13-0 lead over Ole Miss. Let's take a look at the halftime stats, and as you can tell, this is all Arkansas in the 1st half. I mean, aside from the turnovers, look at the time of possession. Nearly 3 times as much. It's blowing them out of the water in literally every single category. That is really embarrassing if you're Ole Miss. And you're also kicking off to them, which is a double whammy for the Rebels. This is not good at all. Well, they have got to find a way to answer. They got to force the turnovers, because that's the reason why they are leading by this much. Which I agree. Hey, if you could get some turnovers on Arkansas, that would be incredible for you. Right now, it is looking horrible right now. Mike Carroll gets taken down at the 22-yard line, and that is where Ole Miss will start their 1st drive of the half. Tackle was made, it looks like, by Wes Scott, 5th-year senior backup free safety. So here comes the 1st down for the Razorbacks after returning to the 22. See if they've slowed down any since the end of the first half, or if they could keep this thing going. Here's Jones, right side throw, completes it. Jared Hicks down the sideline and pushed out of bounds at the 30. Seems like they haven't lost a step. Yeah, definitely not. Ole Miss did not figure out anything. What is David Cutcliffe doing in that locker room? I wish we could figure that out. I wish we could, but no. I don't know what he's doing. 2nd and 2. Jones dropping back. Lots of time, and I mean lots of time. Fires the screen by taking down to the line of scrimmage. Had a shot at the first down, but couldn't quite avoid. That was McKinley Boykin who got the tackle, so 3rd and 2. It looked like he had a chance at the screen to get the first down, but he couldn't turn away from McKinley Boykin. He goes down for no gain, so 3rd and short it is. 3rd and short it definitely is. 3rd down and 2 now for Arkansas. Information here on the 3rd short yard situation, and Howard will pick up the first down. Brought down to the 35-yard line. And it goes for a 5-yard gain. Arkansas keeps the drive going again. Ole Miss cannot get a stop to save themselves right now. Like Arkansas, whenever they go on 4th down, they go for it. Whenever it's 3rd down and there's a first down, they are usually getting it. This is just pure domination right now by Arkansas. Ole Miss just needs to find a way to stop them, otherwise this could get really ugly. Now shotgun play for Arkansas. Ousley goes in motion. Jones, a little QB run here on the outside. Oh, what a move on a spin move. Oh, another great move. Matt Jones to the 36-yard line inside the 40. What a run by the 6'5" senior quarterback. Holy mackerel, what a long, long run by Matt Jones. Sheesh, a spin move and a juke move, and down the sideline he went. That is a huge run. That's another first down. That's worth taking a look at again. It looked like a pretty busted up play, but Matt Jones made it work. One spin move, and then a shoot to the outside. Unfortunately, couldn't outrun the last defender that had a chance at him, but still able to make it work, and it's another first down for Arkansas. Looks like Eric Oliver was there to save the touchdown. Oh my goodness. Howard I formation now. Here's Darius Howard on the run. He'll just pick up a few yards. It was Oliver who got him down, and it will be 2nd down after a 3-yard gain. Ole Miss's defense is in shambles, and their entire fans, I think some of them are starting to leave the stadium because this one is about to get ugly really, really soon. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. 2nd and 7 now for Arkansas. This is just going to go from bad to worse if something doesn't get fixed on Ole Miss's defense. X goes in motion. 2 tight ends on the left side. Odd formation for the Razorbacks. They'll throw out of it. Jones, lots of time. Blitz picked up well, and this is caught by Hicks, and he'll be dropped at the 20, but it will be first down, Arkansas. My goodness, and you see some shockers there. Syracuse beat Pitt. Syracuse knocked off a ranked opponent already. That was Michigan in the Big House, and now they knocked off a top 15 opponent in the Pittsburgh Panthers in Big East play. That's a big win for them. How about Arkansas? They are definitely fighting back after a loss to Auburn a couple weeks ago. Here goes Mark Pierce on the run, and he's going to go down after a 4-yard run to the 16-yard line before being brought down by Ernest Davis. Run game is usually getting like 7-8 yards a carry, it seems like. Yeah, it's just getting 4 yards a carry, and apparently Ole Miss's defense is just not set up to stop the run. Like, they just do not have the talent up front. I mean, McKinley Boykin and Michael Bozeman are pretty good athletes for the SEC, but they just do not have enough great talent to be able to stop the run. That's exactly why they cannot keep up with them right now. 2nd and 7, Darius Howard tried to run outside, but he can't do anything, but there was a flag anyway. It's going to be against the Razorbacks. And it's Jason Peters. What's the tight end in Arkansas that turned it to a left tackle? He gets the holding call, so it'll be 2nd and 16 at the 26. Jason Peters, a hidden gem on this Arkansas team, was a tight end, like we just said, and yeah, he switched to left offensive tackle for the NFL. Such a great Arkansas team. Trips on the right side of the screen. Here is the first stint, or 2nd and 16. Jones on the run, throws it. What a catch by Carlos Osley, and it's first and goal at the 5. This Arkansas offense makes it look easy out there. My, this is getting ugly. Yep, I think it's official. This is getting ugly. Carlos Osley with an insane catch to get a first and goal for Arkansas. There's only 3.5 minutes left of the third quarter. This could be over by 9 Eastern. At this point, it could be. Oh. Well, I think they just hurt you. Missed it. I think I'm down at the line of scrimmage. Ken Barnes was right there to make the play for no gain. We gotta stop jinxing. Seriously. So 5-yard line will be 2nd and goal. Just over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Time is still ticking away here in the second half. Information again for Arkansas. Here goes Darius Howard on the run. He's going to lose about a yard or two. Being brought down by Ernest Davis. Little signs of life from Ole Miss's defense. Able to stop the run. Can they do it again here on 3rd down and potentially force a field goal? 3 of 6 on 3rd downs for Arkansas. Ole Miss 1 of 4. Yikes. Oh, but now Arkansas is in power I formation. Yes, they are. Poole will now go in motion on 3rd and goal. 2.5 minutes left at the third quarter. Play clock at 4. And it's going to be an option play. And we'll fake pitch. And flag will be down, so it will be 3rd down anyway. Regardless of how this play ends up. And it's going to be against the Hogs, so Ole Miss will decline the penalty. It'll be 4th down. It's Hicks. It was Jared Hicks who got the holding call. Ole Miss declines, which makes it 4th down. The clock will keep moving again. Goodness gracious, this is getting ugly for Ole Miss right now. I mean, they're making Arkansas settle for field goals, but they're letting them get deep in their territory for those field goals, which is not very good at all. So here comes Carlton again. David Carlton, the senior, will kick it for 23 to make it a 16-0 ball game, and he gets it again. 3 for 3 for David Carlton in this ball game. And Arkansas has a 16-0 lead with just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. This is getting ugly. That'd be really ugly. Okay, there's just absolutely no chance that Ole Miss really has to come back unless they fix this defensive adjustment. They are just letting Arkansas run all over them, and it hasn't changed in the second half either. They are not getting anything going on offense, so it really doesn't help at all. Absolutely not. I mean, Ole Miss got blown out by Wisconsin. They almost beat Alabama, but couldn't quite get it. I mean, Ole Miss, jeez, this is a very rough season for them right now. Haven't won a single game that was featured for them in this ball game. Oh, but they're going to get help. Oh, now you're going to call a kick out of bounds. Okay. This time it's in favor of the Rebels. Okay, so ball's at the 35. David Carlton kicks the ball out of bounds. 1st down, Ole Miss. That wasn't even close. That was at the 12-yard line when it went out of bounds. That wasn't... Yeah, no, it wasn't close. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter for Ole Miss. Ace backfield. Man in motion. Looks like Flowers. Or no, it's Biddle. Biddle's out there. That was in motion. Or no, it was Flowers. Here's Smith. Firing right side. Pass complete. Pearson with a spin move. has room inside the 35 and the 34. The first big play on offense for Ole Miss. This finally the spark they needed. I think it is. I think they're finally starting to wake up on offense. That was for Sean Pearson out of the backfield who caught that pass and took it upfield to the 34-yard line. What a play. So that goes, it looks like, for a 31-yard pass play. So first down Ole Miss after a huge gain. Now it's Mitch Cruz in motion. Trips on the top of the screen. Empty look for Ole Miss. Smith looking short left side. That is knocked away by Mont Carroll. Going for Tate Biddle that time. Tried to fire it outside on first down. I mean, usually the safest route to go to. But it was just that play, it just did not happen whatsoever. So 2nd and 10 for the Razorbacks. Or no, for the Rebels, excuse me. Here's the 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun play, trips on the top of the bottom of the screen down. Little roll around. Here's a throw. Flowers underneath. And he will get about 5 yards. Looks like to the 29. Will set up 3rd down and 5. That was Bill Flowers on the catch this time. Got to get your best weapons involved. That's exactly what they're trying to do. That was at the 28, actually. So 6-yard gain, 3rd and 4. Ole Miss has got to find a way to get down the field. This is definitely not in their range. No, definitely not in their range. Pearson will now go in motion on 3rd down. And looks like an option play. Seth Smith is going to go down, but he will not get there. Clark Moore with the stop. And it came up about 1 or 2 yards short. Will be 4th down. Let's see what Ole Miss does here. And it looks like they are going to kick a field goal. Interesting decision by Ole Miss, considering they're down 16-0. That doesn't really do them any good to kick a field goal. This is from, it looks like 43 yards away. Kicker is Jonathan Nichols. Holder is Spurlock. And the snapper is Tony Bonds, and that kick is barely through from 43. And Ole Miss finally on the scoreboard here in this ballgame. 16-3 is the score. 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. There's Ole Miss. That's a kind of a, that field goal was a spark for exactly what they needed. Now their defense has got to wake up and try to stop this Arkansas offense. Let's see if they can do it. It's Jonathan Nichols to kick it off for Ole Miss. Let's see if Ole Miss's defense can respond after the offense got them points finally. Here's a deep hit to about the goal line. Here goes Carroll on the return. And he is brought down short of the 20 at the 18-yard line. Nice play defensively there, or on special teams by Ole Miss. That was Jeremy Ruffin who got him down on special teams. So here come the Razorbacks on their next possession at the 19-yard line, it looks like. First down, Arkansas, with 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Arkansas trying to pick up where they left off. Can Ole Miss stop him finally? Trips on top of the screen. Here goes Matt Jones. In trouble already. It's Michael Bozeman. His 5th sack of the year. And wow, Matt Jones took a monster sack. And that is a loss of 10. That is what kind of plays the Ole Miss Rebels needed out of their defense. And just like that, it's 2nd and 20 out of the gate. Can they get the snap out? They do. 2nd and 20 for Matt Jones at the Razorback. Oh, in trouble! It's not a safety yet. Oh my goodness, it's at the 1-yard line. Or at the 2. It's a hold against Arkansas. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. 16-3 Arkansas, but they are backed up right near their own end zone on 3rd and a country mile. Who was there for the penalty? That was Jason Grimes, the redshirt sophomore left tackle. So here's the 3rd and country mile. They have no interest in getting a first down. They are just trying to get out of this extremely tough situation here in the 4th quarter. Because Darius Howard on the run. And he's going to go down at about the 5. So we got 3 yards. So no safety for Ole Miss. But they do force a punt from a bit of a pickle situation for Arkansas. Did you just say a pickle situation? What? I try to be creative, man. Give me a break. Crockett will punt for the first time tonight. So Arkansas finally punts, and SB is out there to return it. Good stuff by Ole Miss, but the question now becomes, can't they take advantage of this opportunity? Here goes SB. Uh-oh, making some moves. Down to the 42-yard line of Arkansas. Ole Miss now has some good field position. Let's see if Ole Miss's offense can take advantage of the big plays on defense that Ole Miss had and get some points on the board and potentially get themselves back in this game. So here we go. Empty look now for Ole Miss. Trips on the left side. Here's Smith thrown outside. Wow, that was a tough catch to make, and it's a first down, Ole Miss. Tay Biddle and Dean Ashley having some words, but it's actually Terry Johnson, the 5th-year senior. That's his first catch of the game. Now it's a first down for Ole Miss, 28-yard line. That's a 14-yard gain. Empty look again. Here's a lofter left side. That was an overthrow. Yep. 5 of 11 for 62 yards. Matt Jones, whoa, 11 to 13 for 128 and a touchdown. Very surgical game from him. Smith trying everything he can to move the ball down the field and put a touchdown on the board to get the Rebels back in the game. Now in the eye for Ole Miss at their completion. Here goes Pearson up the middle. He's going to get a decent gain to the 25. And so it'll be 3rd down for Ole Miss. Caleb Moore right there to make the play. Just a really good effort, or Caleb Miller, excuse me. Really good effort by Ole Miss. They're still fighting. They're not giving up. Really good resilience right now for Ole Miss. Empty look. Minute and a half already gone by in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get a first down. Smith, little roll around, firing over the middle. It's dropped. Mitch Cruz, the true freshman, had a chance at it. He could not catch it. And it's going to be 4th down. This could be a go-for situation for Ole Miss. And it will be. Yes, it will. So here we go. They are going to go for it on 4th and 7 to keep themselves alive in this game, perhaps. Empty look again. Smith looking right side. Oh my goodness, what a catch! Terry Johnson. First down, Rebels. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Caleb Miller nearly had himself a pick, but instead, it's Terry Johnson who comes away with the football. I can't believe he made that catch. How did Caleb Miller miss the football? So here's the 1st and 10 option play. Smith pitches it out to Pearson down the right sideline. And it's bursting goal at the 2. Beautifully set up option. Kind of like what Arkansas did like in the first half. Yeah, exactly. And Pearson gets a big run for a monster first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by in the 4th quarter. And now Ole Miss at goal line. Probation. This is a big drive. Here's the carry. Rosado! Touchdown! Rebels, and they are right back in it. Rick Rosado scores the first touchdown of the game for Ole Miss. And just like that, it's a 1-touchdown game. Wow, 4th quarter giving us a lot of surprises here. And now Ole Miss has gotten themselves right back in the ball game. Who could have thought of that? Now Ole Miss gonna kick the extra point. Jonathan Nichols, he knocks it through. It is 16-10. Arkansas only leads by 6 with under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Can you believe that? The Ole Miss Rebels actually have a chance at this game. I think we've said that last week when they played against Alabama. Oh yeah, we did. Oh, 100% we did. Ole Miss beat Alabama in season 1, but Alabama got revenge. Arkansas beat Ole Miss last year. It was like a close game, but Arkansas came away with the win. Ole Miss looking for a bit of revenge there too. Return to 6. Here goes Lamont Carroll on the return. He's going to get past the 25, and he's brought down at the 29, maybe the 28. So Ole Miss's defense now has to do their job and stop the Razorbacks offense from chewing any more clock than they've already done in that first half. Yeah, even with how dominating of a first half that was for Arkansas, the Rebels still got a chance to come back in this game. 29-yard line for Arkansas. First down, 4:50 to go in the ball game. I formation for Arkansas. There is a receiver out there. There's a handoff to Mark Pierce. He runs up the middle, gets a nice gain at the 35-yard line. Maybe at the 36, so he may have gotten 7 yards on that run. It'll be second down. It was Kelvin Robinson who brought him down. Arkansas just trying to hang on. This is desperation mode now for Arkansas. They have got to get a run offense going again. They want to come back in this game, or want to hold off the Rebels in this ball game. 4.5 minutes to go. 2nd and 3. Shotgun play. It's a handoff to Howard. And he is going to be stopped about a yard short. 21 carries for 55 yards for Darius Howard. That time McKinley Boykin was right there to make the stop. Huge play here from 3rd and short. Can Arkansas get a first down, keep the clock going, or will Ole Miss be able to get a stop that could potentially keep them in this game? Arkansas 3 of 8 on 3rd downs. This is a good 3rd and 1. This is going to be a battle at the trenches to potentially have this game. Counter run. Howard, he's going to run outside. Oh my goodness! And a flag came out as well. So it wouldn't matter if he got the first down. Oh, Ole Miss, what are you doing? That was short of the first down. Oh my goodness. Ole Miss just accepted the penalty. Why did they do that? It was 4th and short. Did they think they were going to go for it? I don't know. I think that's a mistake. My Ole Miss. Let's see if it works out or it bites them. Here's the 3rd and 11. Jones lots of time. Lofter right side. It's tipped up. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me right now? It is caught. It is caught. Stephen Harris. Are you serious? That was bouncing around like a pinball machine, and it went right into Stephen Harris's arms. Oh my goodness, what a play. Great job. Hey, great awareness by Harris to focus on that football. And then he just got the ball for Arkansas. They could breathe a sigh of relief for now. Oh yeah, for now they could breathe a sigh of relief and they just got that football. That was tipped up 2 times. Went to the arms of Harris. You have got to be kidding me. Nah, I got to take a look at that again. I'm sorry. This is unbelievable. Deep shot by Jones. It was tipped. It was tipped by Horn. Tipped by, who was that? Thomas. And went into the arms of Stephen Harris. You have got to be kidding me. How does that even happen? Only in NCAA football 4-sim does that ever happen. Dedrick Poole up the middle. Another first down for Arkansas. They're definitely in field goal range now. Oh my goodness. Ole Miss definitely just depleted and gassed. That was their chance to stop Arkansas from getting the first down. If only they just declined the penalty and got the 4th down, this wouldn't have happened. Exactly right. It go back to accepting the penalty when you stop them short. You decide to give the yardage to make him go for it for 3rd and 11, and it bits you right in the bottom. And just like that, oh my goodness, that's it! Pull! It's gonna seal this deal. Touchdown, Hogs. That might be the knockout punch from 22 yards out. And Arkansas can say they just hung on. Dedrick pull from 22 yards out on the outside run. And now Arkansas is going to go for 2 with 2.5 minutes to go. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe what we just saw. That was an unbelievable drive for Arkansas. It's probably one of the best drives I have ever seen as far as entertainment. 2-point conversion now for Arkansas. Peters is going to go in motion. It's going to be Poole, and he runs up the middle again. And another easy run, this time for 2 points. It's 24-10, Arkansas with a 14-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go. Wow, that is, that was something. That was an incredible drive. Somehow, some way, Arkansas pulled out a miracle to keep themselves in the lead and in control of this game. Look at it. You got to go back to that deflected pass that went for a big gain. That was insane. 2 deflected passes into the arms of your receiver. That is one of the plays of all time. Absolutely right. One of the best plays we've ever seen on this sim. Here's Mike Espy on the return to the 25, maybe the 26. And there's the hole. And there's the hole. It just goes from bad to worse. And it was Flowers who got the holding call. Pushes it back to the 13-yard line. First down, Ole Miss. Not ideal field position, but you got to go 87 yards now to get a touchdown to at least keep this in a one-score game. I think the momentum just got sucked out of Ole Miss's sideline because of that ridiculous play that happened on 3rd and 11. Yeah, why didn't Ole Miss decline the penalty? I wish we knew. I still wish we knew. 4 receivers, I think, on the bottom of the screen. Ole Miss on an empty look. Smith throws it a run, almost picked off. Oh, goodness. Yep, nearly picked off. That was Dane Lindsey who nearly had an interception. It's surprising that Seth Smith has not thrown a pick yet. And Arkansas is up 14 points. It is a little interesting, I will admit that. But hey, good job on Seth Smith for taking care of the ball. That's at least keeping Ole Miss with some life. Empty look again, 2nd and 10. Biddle goes in motion. 3 receivers on the bomb screen. Or no, it's 4. No, it is 4. Smith looking left side, almost picked again. Clark Moore this time nearly had his hands on it, couldn't quite come away with the INT. So Ole Miss is getting bailed out by drops. But it's now 3rd and 10 for the Rebels. They've got to get a first down to keep themselves in this ballgame. Yeah, because another Arkansas score is pretty much the dagger. Ace backfield of a 3rd down, 2:29 to go in the game. They got to get a first down here. Smith, well protected, throws it a run. That is caught! That's a first down. Jimmy Brooks makes the catch for a first down, and Ole Miss's drive is still alive. Yep, they're still alive. Man, what a lucky break they got. Throw the run by Seth Smith. Finds your tight end. Oh, wait a minute. They didn't get a first down. I thought they did. Oh, my goodness, they didn't? I can't believe they didn't did it. So 4th and inches now. 2 minutes to go. They got to hand it off, and Pearson will easily get the first down. That was too easy for him. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That was too easy for Vashawn Pearson to get that first down. Now Ole Miss stays alive again. Yep, under 2 minutes to go now. Here's the 1st and 10. They're going to drop back again. Smith, plenty of time. Looking right side. That's complete to Flowers. Breaks the tackle. Past the 40 to the 42. Another first down for Ole Miss. 17 yards on that pass play. They're starting to keep on moving. Arkansas could get fatigued on defense if they keep on allowing these no-huddle plays to happen. What is Ole Miss doing? You got to snap the ball. You got to snap the ball. Ole Miss plenty of times for Smith. Here's the pass for SB. It's complete, but there's a flag down. It's on the Rebels. Oh, boy. It's on Ole Miss. Yep. Who was it? Frederick? No, it was Bobby Harris. 6'4", 311-pound redshirt junior. He was a backup offensive line. I guess he filled in for somebody who got exhausted. It's been and a half left for Ole Miss. They have got to get a first down. Or they've got to get a touchdown on this drive or it's over. Blitz coming. Picked up well by Ole Miss. Throw right side. Incomplete. That one for Flowers. There was too much traffic out there for that to be an easy catch. So minute 16 remains on the clock. 2nd and 20 for the Rebels. Seth Smith and Ole Miss are in desperation mode right now. They're definitely looking for some spark going on right now. Matt Jones, 12 of 14 for 167 and a touchdown. Also ran for 31 yards on 5 carries. He is your offensive player of the week for Arkansas. And Rosano had a touchdown in the game as well for Ole Miss. 2nd and 20 for the Rebels. Empty look, trips on the bottom of the screen. Smith on a rollout, looking left side. Almost picked again. Caleb Miller had his hands on it again. Yep, he got his hand up there and knocked that ball away. That could have been another INT. Man, so many of these plays for Ole Miss have nearly resulted in interceptions. Somehow they get bailed out by another deflection or drop. By Arkansas player, yes. 3rd and a country mile. 4 receivers spread out. 3rd and 20 for the 32. They have to get a first down. Got it. Here's a lofter by Seth Smith. Oh, what a kick by Flowers! Are you kidding? 44-yard line is first down again. You're not serious right now. Are you diving in your bag of tricks again, David Kunklin? It looks like they are. Trips on the left side of the screen. Here's an outside throw to Flowers, and he goes out of bounds after making the catch to the. It's an 8-yard gain to the 36-yard line. My goodness, what a catch by Bill Flowers, though, on 3rd and 20. That was ridiculous. This is going on a highlight reel everywhere, that one catch that he just made. 2nd and 2 for Ole Miss. Just over a minute to go in the 4th quarter. Ole Miss trying to stay alive in this game. Blitz coming. Picked up. Smith throws on the run. Lofter. Oh, just out in front. Jimmy Brooks was right there. Had a man behind the defense. And it was Jimmy Brooks. And he just threw it out in front of him. Overthrew it. That was a bailout for Arkansas. That was a touchdown had that been a perfect pass. Oh my goodness. 3rd and 2 now. Smith dropping back. Lofter right side on the outside. Oh, he had a man open. Oh my goodness, he overthrew it again. Oh no. He did it again. He did it again. It was Brian Brown, the 5th string corner, that couldn't quite get the catch. I think it was overthrown. So now 4th and 2. They have to get this first down or it's over. It's pretty much by logical means over. Tight end goes in motion on 4th and 2. They got to get this first down. They'll throw out of it. Smith over the middle. Complete. It's Brooks. Breaking tackles inside the 25. It's a first down for Ole Miss. Oh, and they're going to call timeout. Yes, they are. They're going to call timeout. Yep, they're starting to call timeouts. Jimmy Brooks makes this catch. So first down, Ole Miss with 48 seconds left to go. You got to go to the end zone and you're going to start calling timeouts. Pearson goes in motion, turns into an empty look. Here's a drop back by Seth Smith. Lofter, right side, touchdown! Bill Flowers! And this is back to a touchdown game. Oh my goodness, this has gotten a lot interesting now, and it sure has. Bill Flowers and Ole Miss has 2 timeouts to make it work. Are you kidding me? That was a deep shot to Flowers. He had open space, threw it up for grabs, and he's able to come away with the catch. What a play. What a drive for Ole Miss. A bunch of miracles. And they are still somehow alive in this game. Nichols putting in the extra point. 17-24. The current score with 44 seconds left. Unreal. Arkansas is ready for the onside kick. I don't think we've seen an onside kick recovered in the sim. This would be a first if it does. So here we go. Nichols is going to get an onside kick. Remember, Ole Miss has 2 timeouts, but a first down will end the game. Yes. Here's the onside kick. And, oh my goodness. Oh, buddy. Oh, they illegally touched it. Arkansas is going to get that ball back. Oh, no. They're going to re-kick it. Arkansas got the ball back. I wish they would just give it to them. An Ole Miss player touched it first before it went 10 yards. So that's why it's a penalty. Wait. It's a 5-yard penalty, but it's at the 40-yard line. Why is it a penalty on Arkansas? If Ole Miss won the touch, it should be at the 30. Wait, what? I hate this glitch so much when it does that. Here's Nichols to kick an onside kick again. Oh, and this time Arkansas gets it. 43 seconds to go. First down. That was another chance for Ole Miss to get an onside kick. They just couldn't get it. It was Wes Murphy, the 6'4" junior defensive end, who was bumped down the 3rd string. Gets the recovery. Now first down in the power eye for Arkansas. Ole Miss has got to know these are going to be run plays. Here's Pierce on the run on the outside. And he is... Oh my goodness! No! Oh, buddy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was nearly a disaster. Pierce fumbled the football, but was somehow able to get it back. Oh, man. This is crazy. Oh, no. Arkansas fans are about to have a heart attack. I guarantee it. Not a literal one, but like... yeah, kind of a mental one. 2nd and 8. On formation. You gotta know it's a run play from here on out. It's a receiver on the outside on top of the screen. Here's the Darius Howard on the run. Tries to spin. Oh, he has the outside a little bit. Breaks a tackle. Oh, he's going to get a few yards. He does waste off a lot of seconds on that run. Oh, buddy. Yeah, it's like the fact that that 2nd down play took a lot of time actually screwed Ole Miss there. So now Ole Miss is out of timeouts. 3rd down and 4. I formation again. It's Howard again. He's going to run up the middle, and he's got it. He's got the first down, and this game is over. Yep, it is over. Ball game. It is over. Arkansas will hang on. Wow, what a game this has been. What a great effort by Ole Miss, but Arkansas survives and will stay and will go to first place in the SEC West. after just this one final kneel down by Matt Jones. What a game. And there it is. Arkansas staves off an Ole Miss comeback. 24-17 is the final. Arkansas will take first place in the SEC West. Ole Miss, we're going to 1-3 in conference play. 3-5 overall. And Arkansas will be 7-1 overall. As far as the rest of the game goes, yeah, so dominating the yardage again. First downs was a little bit closer. And time of possession was still dominated, but Ole Miss had a great fight. A great fight. 12-14 for 167, a touchdown for Matt Jones. Running backs, Dedrick Poole had a 22-yard touchdown. Darius Howard's 23 for 65. Touchdown went to George Wilson. That was all for the Arkansas team. 12-25 for 168 and a touchdown for Seth Smith. And then a run for Rick Rosano for a score. 5 carries, 21 yards for John Pearson. They didn't run it too much. Receiving-wise, 5 catches, 79 yards and a touchdown for Bill Flowers. And that was that. Had no turnovers in this ball game. It was just simple, keeping the possession in your hands kind of football. As for the player of the game, I may have to get this to Matt Jones. 12-14 for 167 and a touchdown. Total yards, they got 6 carries for 29. So that would be 196 total yards. Touchdown pass. Yep, that will be the player of the week for this one. A very surgical game from Matt Jones. Only missing 2 passes. It doesn't get any better than that. That will do it for this game tonight. As always, I'm Tipper Price. Tomorrow, 4:33 Central, will be Alabama taking on the 3rd-ranked Tennessee Volunteers. And tomorrow night's game of the week is UCLA, number 6 in the country, taking on 22nd-ranked Arizona State.